Some days feel impossible. Like everything just feels difficult. Getting out of bed, taking care of yourself, and not to mention basketball. The daily struggle feels overwhelming. There seems to be no positive momentum. Is this reality or a self-fulfilling thought loop? How do we break this cycle? Well, I'm here to tell you, after 6+ years of playing professional basketball, I have bad days too. And I mean really bad days. You are not alone. I wouldn't be here today if I hadn't pushed through these hard moments. No matter the level I've been at, high school, college, and now the professional level, tough times are inevitable. They are part of the journey. But I've learned throughout my journey with basketball some strategies and techniques to find perspective in these moments, and I believe they are the reason I'm still going. So without further ado, here are my 3 golden rules on how to stay strong when everything feels impossible. You ever feel like you're on repeat? Not one step closer to what you want? There's a version of you that is jumping out of bed, ready to seize the day. Where did they go? Right now, it's like you are just sort of going through the motions. Trust me, I've been there before, and I'm honestly kind of there right now. I think that's sort of what motivated me to make this video. And so I want to give you guys my #1 recommendation for an athlete going through a tough moment, and it's to start your day with intention. Intention, put simply, is a mix of focus and direction, and I found it easiest to set through writing it down. So when struggling and feeling lost, I get back to my habit of journaling. My journaling routine takes a quick 10 to 15 minutes. In this time, I write down 5 gratitudes, things I'm thankful for. This disrupts any pessimistic thoughts and refocuses me on what I have to be grateful for. After my gratitudes, I write down the person I want to be in the upcoming day with an I am statement. This is my guiding intention that will direct my actions and thoughts for the upcoming day. Helps me to narrow my focus from the weight of my lofty goals to a simple character trait that I can embody today. I then write a couple ways that I can do this throughout the day in order to have an actionable plan. When your path seems uncertain and intense, it is impactful to break down your goals into smaller pieces or challenges in order to start taking some small steps of progress and stacking some wins. And that leads me to recommendation #2, celebrate the small wins. I'm currently in the middle of a knee injury rehab program. Again. Injuries are a dark part of the athlete experience, and unfortunately, I've had to navigate some pretty difficult ones throughout my career. Our bodies are the tool for the job, and over time they can get battered and bruised. The truth is that it's not just our bodies, it's our minds too. If you've had a serious injury, or even a small one that's taken you away from doing what you love, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The mental struggle of injury can be especially brutal because we expect ourselves to always be ready to perform at 110%. We know we're capable of great things, but something out of our control has derailed us. The path to recovery can seem daunting. Even more so, it's straight up exhausting. I don't want to wake up each day in pain or knowing I won't get to practice with the team for another week. I'm emotionally, mentally, and physically drained from this constant struggle. But guess what? The show goes on, and it's our job to keep showing up. As I mentioned before, through setting my daily intentions and methodically taking it one step at a time, each day, I feel I get closer. I get to choose my steps, and with each calculated action, I'm able to do a little bit more. I arrive early to the facility with other players striving to get healthy again. I get to hyper-focus on the details of my game. How am I moving with the basketball? How smooth can I make this pickup on my jump shot? How much touch can I put on my paint shot? My focus has an unlimited scale and can go beyond the pace that my physical body can. So as my body allows me to do a little bit more each day, my mind allows me to maximize each small increase. The weight room is my safe haven. I'm able to be with my teammates and feel included even if I'm not out with them on the court. It's also a place where there are clear metrics to my progress. Maybe it's a new exercise that I'm able to do, or an increase in weight. The growth is explicit. I'm getting stronger, I'm getting healthier, I'm getting closer to full strength. With each step on the journey, it gets even sweeter. Conditioning drills? Yes, please. There's joy in sweating again, and being in the gym with my teammates and hearing the noise of practice. It is invigorating and motivating. I'm beginning to feel the light at the end of the tunnel, and each step, no matter the size, is worth celebrating. I do caution you though, it is important to not rush your progress, especially with your body. We want to stay progressing forward even if the pace is slow. This requires constant evaluation of how you are feeling. Is this pace sustainable? Does this speed lead to recovery or another crash? Again, trust me, I've made this mistake and it's the worst. In college, I broke my foot 3 times in the same spot, all because I would not take things at the necessary pace. Let my mistakes keep you out of the re-injury loop and on the court. But there is one final golden rule to staying strong through tough times. Rule number 3, who you are is more important than what you do. This game has taught me from all the emotional failures and successes that if I only focused on how I performed as a basketball player, I would always be disappointed. Not because I'll never be as good as Kobe, LeBron, or MJ, but because I don't have control over the ultimate outcomes. Yes, I can do everything I can to set myself up for success, but at the end of the day, all I can really control is who I am. I cannot predict my story, but I can choose how I respond to whatever is thrown at me. At the end of the day, my responsibility is to the man I aspire to be, not just the basketball player. I want to be a good husband to my wife and a good father to my children one day. I want to build a life that is more than just stat sheets and wins. Now, basketball is a huge part of my life and it's given me so much, but if basketball went away, would I still have value? The answer will always be, hell yeah. So I challenge you to live with intention, celebrate your wins and find purpose outside of your sport, beyond the work you put in each day. Your work is important and necessary and it can totally be your passion, but don't confine yourself to just that. Life in basketball will throw many hard times at you, but even amidst these challenges, know and celebrate your worth, regardless. And eventually, before you know it, you'll be back to doing what you love.